Dr. Slayton. If you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, hey, I'm Dr. Bill Slayton, and I'm taking care of Ernest since he was in high school, I think.
Yeah. So I got Dr. Slayton here to ask him a few questions about sickle cell because a lot of us don't really know what sickle cell is and what's the cause of it. So I'm gonna start off with a few questions if you want to answer them.
Yeah, sure.
So the first question is, what is sickle cell?
Well, sickle cell is a disease of the blood, and it is caused by a mutation in a protein called hemoglobin, which carries oxygen. It exists on Earth because when you have one abnormal gene, it actually protects you against a disease called malaria, which is a parasite that's carried by mosquitoes, and it infects people in areas around the equator where it's really hot. And having one abnormal gene in your body or being a carrier for sickle cell protects you from the effects of malaria. But when you get two abnormal genes, that's where the problem starts. And what happens is that the hemoglobin is a carrier of oxygen. It carries the oxygen from your lungs to your body where you use it as a fuel. And it drops off the oxygen, and then it travels back to the heart, and the red hemoglobin turns blue when it drops off the oxygen, which is why your veins have a bluish color to them. So it drops off the oxygen, it comes back to your lungs, it picks up more oxygen, then the heart pumps it back out to your body. But when you have sickle cell anemia, your hemoglobin will begin to crystallize if it cannot pick up oxygen. And when it forms those crystals, the red blood cells, which are shaped maybe like a lifesaver, the candy with the hole in the middle, the red blood cells are shaped like that so that they can kind of squeeze down and go through really narrow blood vessels. But when the hemoglobin starts to crystallize, they take the shape of a sickle, like the Grim Reaper, the little
sword thing, yes.
sword, that he uses to cut down the wheat and stuff. The sickle shape makes the cells rigid, and they can damage the blood vessels because they're sort of pointy, but they start to block up the blood vessels, and that can happen in any organ in your body. But that's kind of the way sickle cell kind of causes its problems in a person.
Question 2. What causes a sickle cell crisis?
Well, what causes sickle cell crisis is one of several things. People can develop a pneumonia from maybe getting a virus like the influenza, and they get inflammation in their lungs. And then as the red blood cells come back to the lungs to try to pick up oxygen, there may be a blockage of that transfer of gas from the lungs into the bloodstream. And so the cells will start to sickle, and they call that acute chest syndrome. The cells sickle in the lungs, and they block the blood flow in the lungs, which causes more pneumonia, and that can make a person really sick. It's the number one cause of death from sickle cell in young adults is acute chest syndrome. It can also cause a crisis in your bones because your bones have blood vessels that are piercing through the bones, and so there's not a lot of flexibility in those vessels. And you can imagine if you start to have sickling occur in those rigid vessels, that it could cause a very bad blockage. And a lot of people who have sickle cell disease will have crises involving their bones, which are very painful.
Right.
People with sickle cell can also have crisis involving their brain or a stroke, and they're more prone to develop strokes than other people who are young. And even people in their 20s can have strokes with sickle cell.
Right. So if you had to think, how does sickle cell affects the environment you live in? If you had to take a wild guess, or you had a great answer for it.
The environment that I work in, or
work in. That's better.
Well, we work with a lot of kids with sickle cell, everywhere from little babies with sickle cell up to young adults, and we really like working with patients with sickle cell because we know how to help them with their pain crises, and know how to get them through other types of crises that are also dangerous. We have good skills in getting people through these things like strokes and acute chest syndrome.
Okay. I kind of was unsure about this question. I don't know if it's a real answer to this. Do you know the age of how long someone can live with sickle cell disease?
Well, people can live with sickle cell disease to be sort of ripe old people up into their 70s and 80s, but the average age of people dying with sickle cell is younger than other people, and that's because the chronic sickling of the cells causes damage to people's organs. It causes damage to the kidneys, it can cause problems with the liver, the retina, the backs of the eyes. People can get sores in their legs and things. There are medicines that actually will prolong a person's life who has sickle cell, medicines like hydroxyurea. And what that medicine does is it causes you to make a form of hemoglobin that you made when you were in your mother's womb, called fetal hemoglobin, and that fetal hemoglobin doesn't sickle. And so having more of the fetal hemoglobin around protects your organs from damage.
All right. Bonus question. What is, because some people get confused on this as well, what is the difference between the trait and the actual disease?
So think of it as that you're getting one of your hemoglobin genes from your mom and one of your hemoglobin genes from your dad. And let's say your mom has a normal hemoglobin gene, but your dad has an abnormal hemoglobin gene. And you get the abnormal one from your dad and the normal one from your mom. You have trait, you are a carrier.
Right.
And being a carrier, if you live in an area where there's malaria, being a carrier has a survival advantage. So that's why it exists. But imagine if your mother is a carrier and your father is a carrier, and they both give you the abnormal gene. Then you have two abnormal genes, and your red blood cells are prone to have crystals form in them and sickle. And that's, people who have two abnormal genes have sickle cell anemia.
Right. So for example, if I was to talk to someone that didn't have the trait, but I have the disease, and a child was to be made, would the child have sickle cell?
If they are not a carrier, they would be a carrier if you were to have a child with them, because you have two abnormal genes.
Right.
So you only have an abnormal gene to give. But they would be a carrier because they would get a normal gene from their their other parent.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of concludes our video. So thank you, Dr. Slayton, for being a part of this. So a lot to take in. Some good research that's gonna go to our vlog. So thank you very much for that.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shot be the game. What's up with y'all, man? I said, what's up with y'all, gang? Listen, back with the video. I mean, I'm really finna just talk to y'all about, how I feel about sickle cell, like how does it affect me? How does it affect my family? Friends, my environment. Just the day-to-day things I do in life. Yeah. So let's start off with. Let's start with. Listen. Let's start with the hospital. Let me tell you. No. All right. Let's start off with. Okay, got you. Let's start off with the first time I ever went to the hospital. I really don't remember much, but I remember like what day, kind of like what it's like, how it happened or whatever, blah blah. But basically, my first hospital visit, I was 7 years old.
Damn. I'm sorry.
I knew I was 7 years old because I looked on my if you got, if you go to Shins, you got a my chart thing, and I went all the way to the bottom, or whatever, and I was just curious, bored, going through it, and I seen that my first crisis was when I was like 7 years old. I think that was like that was in 2010. So in 2010, I had my first sickle cell crisis ever, and painful. Worst pain I ever felt in my life. I really don't remember much like how it happened. But bro, worst pain ever. I kid you not, bro. I hated needles back then. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't a IV type of person. Right, I swear, bro. They put IVs in anybody, bro. I can be like, bro, my pinky. I broke my pinky. Oh, you still gotta use IV. The fuck I need an IV for? For a fucking pinky? I don't get doctors, but I don't know. That ain't my field, but yeah, 7 years old. Don't really know what happened. I know it was painful though, for a fact. Uh, really about it. Then as I got older, I kind of like my mom kind of like helped me. My mom and my daughters kind of helped me. Um, what's the word? No, I guess you could just say no more about what I was dealing with or what I had, the disease I had. Wait, let's stop. It ain't that type of disease where you can just, you feel me? It ain't no nasty disease, nah. It ain't no AIDS, it ain't no AIDS, it ain't no HIV, ain't no, you feel me? Ain't no, what's some other ones y'all got? Nah, I'm playing. Nah, for real though. Oh, ain't no chlamydia, ain't nothing like that. Feel me? So it's not like, oh, you had intercourse with them, oh, you gonna get it. Nah, ain't nothing like that. Nah, man, nah, for real. Nah, you can't get it through sexual intercourse. But yeah, there was going on, and my doctor was kind of helping me, explaining what I got and what I'm dealing with for the rest of my life. Uh, Yeah, I don't know what I just had going on with that. I just felt like the like when you felt like you feel like you need to do something. I don't know what's up with my grammar. Oh, you just feel like you need to do something, like your head telling you to do something. But yeah, I was at 7 years old, blah blah. And from what I remember, I think my most crisis ever happened probably middle school. Like when I was young, probably middle school, bro. Like it was so hard. Like, bro, it's like trying to be a regular, like feel regular, like a regular person. Bro, the sickle cell makes you not feel like that. It makes you feel like, you're different, which you are, like you are, but it's like, let me feel like, normal for once. Let me do the normal kid stuff, because like with sickle cell, your doctors a lot of times tell you, if you, for example, if I have like, I have football dreams. That's not the case anymore, but I have football dreams, so I want to go to the NFL. I don't want people to be straight. I just want to be the big time football people in the family, whatever, whatever. But feel me, my dog Junior, because Junior, because they got that on lock. Feel me? Basketball, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real. Lil Zay and Freddie got that on. Lil Zay and Freddie got that on lock. I ain't gonna lie. I like that duo with anybody. They're the best athlete in the family, but no, that ain't the case though. Dang, what I was saying. Something blah blah blah. But yeah, when I had my sickle cell, I think I had a sickle cell crisis in. I think I did, bro. I can't think of this. It happened. I had a sickle cell crisis in middle school. It was in middle school. I really didn't have. I don't know why I said that, but I didn't really have a lot in middle school. I don't know why I sat here and did all that. I was pretty active in middle school. I was like, always on the run or whatever. Not from the police. Why am I daydreaming? I'm trying to look over. This is a good stare. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. You know how you wake up and you just have a great stare at a wall? Like, Jesus, bro, this is a great stare. Alright, for real. Um, no, but I ain't gonna lie, I can't really remember far back from middle school, but I know I was having some crisis in middle school. Just know that it wasn't pleasant to deal with. But high school, I can definitely remember all the crises I had in high school, bro. Like for example, when I was in gym class, bro. Like I had gym first. No, I had gym like what was it, like ninth grade? Yeah, ninth grade. I had gym like third period. Third period. You kind of like you active in school now. You ain't just waking up, so you kind of active. You talking. You playing. You running around instead of having gym like first period, whatever. But I was in gym class, playing. I think it was my ultimate kickball or whatever. Playing ultimate kickball, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. That crisis hit me hard, bro. It hit me so hard, bro. It was so hard to walk, bro. Like I kid y'all not, bro. I couldn't walk for real, bro. And I was hiding it from my classmates and my teacher, cause I ain't wanna like worry nobody, bro. Like I don't want nobody to see me down bad like that. Cause like I'm not, you feel me? I'm not used to being seen down bad. I rather like suffer in silence or whatever. But now I like went to the locker room so bad, and it's like how people can tell, like the people that's close to you, like friends or whatever, they can tell when something's wrong with you. Like people that's close to me, like, oh, what's wrong with you? They could just tell by how my face expression. Well, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm laughing. I'm trying to like tell jokes or whatever. But it's like, no, I'm really like, I'm really hurting right now. I'm hurting bad. Like, bro, like you can like I can really die from this. Like, God forbid. I know God. You feel me? Got His hands wrapped around me, but I felt like that moment. I don't know how it does feel, but bro, that was some pain right there, for real. Bro, and I was just like walking through the school hurting, bro. Like it was every step I took, bro. It was like a painful. It was getting like more and more painful, bro. Like the walk where I just wanted to fall to the ground, and like that's when everybody was transitioning to other class, like go to fourth period. That was everybody was transitioning and stuff. And I'm like, it got so worse, bro. Like when I went to East Side, so y'all know how, if you went to East Side or whatever, you've been to East Side, you know how the mall area is, bro. And I'm like walking like past the front office right there, bro. And it was like, bro, when I got by that bench, like everybody chilling, bro, I wanted to fall to the ground and just pass out, bro. Like I was using every muscle, every strength in my body not to pass out on that ground right there, bro. Cause it's just like I didn't want that attention on me. Like I don't like if you're not close to me, it's like you wouldn't know what I go through. So I don't want, like, you feel me? Like, I hate that. Like, what if somebody would have helped me out and everybody would have in the cloud? Then I'd have got pissed. I'd have got pissed. I ain't gonna lie. I hate. I don't know what it's called. What? Yeah, I hate it. But nah. But they took me to the nurse, and after that, I was in so much pain. I couldn't stay still. You know, the bitch tried to give me. Bitch tried to give me ice. The I'm gonna do with ice. What the listen? What the is up with school nurse trying to give you ice for everything? That shit don't fucking work. Oh, bro, that shit don't fucking work. They try to give you that shit for any and everything. It doesn't work every fucking time. It don't, bro. I promise you, it don't, bro. And it don't work every time, bro. Oh, you want some ice on your back? Bitch, no, bro. Shit. Hell no, bro. I don't want that shit on my fucking back. Fuck, I'm gonna do with some ice on my back. I'm fucking hurting. What the fuck I gonna do? But nah, but she was a nice nurse. Let me get out of the way. She was a pretty nice nurse. Like, she was like really helping me, like, tell me, oh, breathe, Ernest, whatever. Breathe. Had to wait till my mama get there. Mama took me to the hospital, bro. I was boo crying in the car. I don't mind showing my emotions in front of my mama. Not now, but back then. Back then, I ain't really like mind showing my emotions in front of my mama. Like, bro, I'm in a back seat, boo hoo, crying, bro. I ain't gonna lie, my mom always like did her best to, always get me to the hospital like in efficient in the order. Like, bro, she's calling the hospital ahead of time. Oh, my son having a sickle cell crisis. I need y'all to, blah blah blah, be ready. Whatever she was saying. Bro, I'm telling you, as soon as I get there, I ain't have to check in. She already checked in from the phone and all that, bro. So it's like I'm straight. Um, but it's like going through all that, bro. And I recently just got to the hospital like 2 days ago. 2 days ago, bro. I just got to the hospital 2 days ago, bro. I went in the hospital for 2 weeks, like in the same month. 2 weeks, bro. The first day I went was probably like a couple weeks ago. No, it wasn't even a couple weeks. I'm gonna be real with you. It was like a week ago. Let's be real. It was like a week ago, bro. Went to the hospital like on a Wednesday, bro. I was hurting, so I went to go play basketball with my cousin, bro. Oh my god, I messed up my mic, bro. Oh my god, dog. I was hurting, bro. I was hurting so bad, like, bro. Listen, let me show y'all my favorite position. Pause. Let me show y'all my favorite position, like. What helps me a little bit, like it helps a little bit when I'm hurting, but it doesn't. It just like just telling like, all right, I'm gonna show y'all, bro. Shut up, bro. When I'm doing like this, I'm like, like, bro, just back up. I'm being for just back up. That's me like containing all that here, bro. I'm just like I'm trying to keep everything compact, bro. So I'm just like, like I'm like shit, like, I'm hurting bad, like, bro. That's like my go-to move when I'm hurting bad, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it be working sometimes, man. Cause like, what else am I gonna do? Like, what? I don't know other people sickle cell, like other sickle cell people, like go-to move when they hurting. That's my go-to. Boy, I grab them pants, I squeeze them, boy. Boy, nah, I don't do all that. Like, I don't do all that. Nah, I blow. I'm like, nah, for real. Nah, yeah, nah, for real though. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. And then I was in there Wednesday from Sunday. Then went back. Listen, bro, went back a week later, bro. A week later. Can you believe that? Playing basketball again. But it's like I wasn't even doing much for them. Like they encourage you to stay active with sickle cell, like stay in shape or stuff. That's my way of staying in shape. Like I work out, but I don't work out for real. Like
my staying in shape is like go play basketball, get my cardio in. That's feel me. That's my way of like keeping cardio, staying in shape. Cause bro, I'm actually in shape for real. A little bit. Not even a little bit. Let me not even sit here and fucking lie. I'm in shape, low key. Um. All right. Yeah, we ain't saying never. Um. Yeah, bro. But what I was saying. But yeah, I was playing basketball with my little cousin Freddie, it was me, Freddie, DJ, Lil Zay, and my cousin Reggie. Bro, I was hurting, bro. I was hurting so bad, bro. We was doing it 2v2. We was doing it for content. You know, the boys want to get on the channel, doing it for content. After me and Lil Reggie played, it was Freddie and DJ, bro. They won. They won. It's whatever, bro. I'm not tripping. But after that, bro, I was hurting so bad. And I think DJ was like my little cousin DJ. Like, bro, I ain't know I was hurting, bro. I went straight to the position. I'm like, bro, I think I'm Christ. I think my little cousin the radio was like, he's like, oh, you need me stuffing your back? Hell no, no, I don't need it, I don't need you stuffing my back, no, listen to me, come here, I'm good. I don't need you. I don't need you to without him. Like, nah, for real. No, he was like, let me step in your back. Which he was trying to help because you feel me? He don't really know how sickle cell work or like, you know. So I'm like, nah, yeah. But yeah, he don't know how to sickle cell work. So I'm like, nah, I don't need stuff on my back. I'm like, that ain't gonna work. It's like a crisis. Like this is like a real deal crisis. And I'm hurting bad. Like, mind you, none of my cousins can drive. I have to drive home. I literally like we a little minute away from my house. Not a little minute, probably like 10, 7. The way I was driving. My bad, Reese, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I was driving fast. I'm gonna be real. I was being safe though. I was being safe, but I was driving fast. Um, I was like, nah. I was like, because DJ was like, oh yeah, we need to go. You need to go home. You like take us home, whatever. You know, you need to go to the hospital or whatever. And I was like, no, I ain't trying to go to the hospital. Like, I need to go to the hospital. You know, grab my keys. They grabbed my keys and all that. And after they grabbed my keys, they're like, oh, go start the car phone, But I didn't know how to start my car. So it's like, my little cousin DJ right there with the keys waiting on me. I get in the car. These boys are arguing. Freddie, Reggie, Lil Zay, and DJ are back there arguing crazy. I'm hurting. I don't want to hear no damn arguing. These boys back there arguing. I don't know what they was arguing about, but I think it was like, oh, I think Lizzie was like, oh, you take us home, and then DJ was like, no, whatever, and Reggie, I don't know what they was arguing about, but they was arguing, but they said something to make me laugh. I think they was like, I ain't gonna say it, no, I ain't gonna say it, cause see, Reggie, I ain't green, cuz, but no, they said something. It kind of made me laugh, kind of like cheering me up a little bit. You know, I was hurting, but um, they all came to agreement. That's like, no, just take us to grandma's house. We get our daddy. Zay was like, I get my pops to pick me up, pick us up, and take us home. Whatever. I was like, all right. So I got to my grandma's house. Whatever. Went back to my house. As soon as I got in there, As soon as I got in there, as soon as I got in the house, bro. I'm holding this position tight. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, I'm on it. I'm not joking around. I'm on the position. Pause, bro. I'm like, you feel me? So I'm telling, bro, I don't know what it is, but my lady had an instinct to come out the room immediately, bro. I wasn't showing no signs. Like I was like, I'm doing that position by the door as soon as I come in. Like, mind you, my mom was in the room. My room was like nowhere. Like, so it's like, mom's room right here, and my room was like through here, and then you got to go. It's like that. But it's like I'm walking. I'm trying to regular walk in the house because like I don't want mom to see me like I'm in pain. I hate like when people see me in pain. It's like I don't know what it is, but I'm walking. As soon as I'm about to touch their door, boom, it's like my lady got an instinct. She came out just like that. Oh, what's wrong with you? Feel me? I'm like, oh yeah, I think I'm having a crisis, whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's like I done like kind of like educated my lady like on sickle cell, and she done did her own research herself about it. It was like she was like, "Oh, you want to take a hot bath?" She automatically know a hot bath like makes me feel better, but I feel like this was like too like bad for a hot bath. Like basically, let me get y'all this. Hot bath does a lot for sickle cell people. Like we hurting, bro. I'm telling you, like steaming hot water, bro. We're getting in it. You know how people be like, like that's too hot. Nah, we getting in it, bro. We don't care how hot it is. I'm telling you, bro. That like the hot water does a lot for us. Like when we having crisis, bro. Like for real. But she ran my water and stuff for me. She had the hot water in there or whatever. I'm just like she's like, oh, you ready to go sit in there? I'm like, nah. I'm like, calm my dog, Mike. I'm like, take me to the hospital. She called. I ain't gonna lie, bro. No, Mike was doing something. Mike was he wasn't even home. But last time he helped me, I ain't gonna lie. Mike sprinted to that house fast, boy. Mike, you a real one for real, cuz. I gave him one call, I'm like, cuz, I need to go to the hospital. He ain't asked no question. He ain't asked why, nothing. Cuz he got to the house in about 10 seconds. I tell you, no lie, bruh. Cuz hit a 9.65. So, bro. Cuz was hitting it to the house. Like, but he stayed around the corner, but I ain't gonna lie, but he was hitting it. Like as soon as I hung up, bro, he was already at my car waiting on me, like driving to the hospital. But back to present. Um oh, I gotta go to the hospital. Mom asking what's wrong, so blah blah. My lady already know what time it is. She go in my room, she pack my bags, whatever for the hospital. I go in the bathroom, bro. It's like I ain't gonna lie, I mean, but it's for the channel, but okay. So I go in the bathroom, bro. I like it hit me hard, bro. I couldn't walk, so it's like I slid against the wall and like slid down. So it's like my lower back's hurting so bad. It's like it hurt to walk for real. Like I don't know if it's like the vibration of me walking that hurt. I don't know what it was, but it was hurting to walk, bro. And I started like crawling, bro, and just like, bro, the wall just broke. Pause. Talking about the tears, bro. Like the tears just started coming out, bro. I just couldn't do it, bro. It's like I promise you, bro. It's like how can a human body take this much pain? That's in my mind. That's what I was thinking. It's like God, why? That's what was like literally on my mind, bro. Um, but I'm like boo boo crying. I'm like literally on the floor, like by the toilet. I'm like crying. I'm trying to lift myself up. It's like I'm feeling like worthless. Like I can't even like stand on my own 2 feet on my own. So it's like it's making me feel bad right now. And it's like this whole situation. I'm crawling, and my lady come in. She helped me up. You got this. She you feel me. She giving me comfort right now. Something I like needed in the moment. So it's like we get to the hospital. Mama take us to the hospital. Like she ain't reacting because we done been through this like 1,000 times today. So at this point I'm grown. So it's like I could talk. Feel me? Um, yeah. Basically, I admitted to the hospital. And, yeah. I just want y'all to know, like, this not easy dealing with a lot of times. Like, sometimes we question, like, why, you feel me? Why was us that got this? Um, it just be a lot. I don't know if it's about other people, but for me in general, it just be a lot, like, going through my head when it comes to this junk. Like, sometimes I want to be normal, you feel me? I want to do normal people things. I want to, I can't be out in the cold long period of time, start, have, I say sickling. Like, that's for me saying I'm going to have a crisis. I started sickling up. Body started hurting real bad. Like sometimes I can't even be in the hot for a long period of time. I started sickling. It's just like you can't. I can't do like this. I can't do the stuff I want to enjoy, and I'm not like a homebody unless like it's kind of parties and stuff. Like I don't want to just sit at the crib all day. Um, but yeah, let's like let me be real. Like dealing with this sickle cell made me like in order to cope with this, bro, you have to know what you like. You have to understand that this is a part of you now. So once you make like this a part of you, bro, like once I made this a part of me, bro, it's like I understood what the assignment was with this. Like y'all know that verse everybody say, like it's in the Bible. I mean, it's a strong verse. Like God give his toughest battle to his toughest soldiers. Like, bro, that's real right now. And like every time, like I think of that for real. Like, yeah, man. So like, I'm here to talk to y'all a little bit. You feel me? I know I ain't get a lot of content for this, but it's only episode 1, so you know. Make sure y'all boys like, comment, subscribe. Drop a comment if you like it. If you need more education on sickle cell, I can always get you more knowledge on it. Just let me know. But appreciate y'all that that's continue subscribing, that's continue supporting me through this journey. Yeah. Shot be the game.